Hello. I've got two problems. So the first is I have a nasty cough, so maybe you guys get deaf of my sounds. And my second problem is that I talk a lot, so this is a very good exercise for me. This is me, I'm Jip. I love building, iterative, playing, finding out, creating. Maybe sometimes a new thing starts, innovating, but mostly doing. I think that's what defines me. When I studied, I did the same actually. I did that together with Joris, he's my colleague. We started Entremedio just to try to hypothesize what we learn. Does it actually also work when you go out in the real world? And we actually found out that not really. Like everything that you think of in a university, very technical, often don't match with what people need or want. So we decided to just try this out, just go all over, just volunteer, do projects, Sri Lanka, Netherlands, India. And 3 years ago, we had to make money. So we try to capitalize what we do, actually. And I think the most important thing what we do is that we work together with people and start redefining a problem with the people we work together with. I think another thing is that we really try to look at what kind of pieces of the puzzle are already there in people, culture, context, and just try to put it together with everybody. And the third thing is my special favorite is you just try from there to find a process or a project. So it's scary because you don't know where you're going, actually. So I'm going to talk about a case study. It was like 3 years ago, I think, that I started living in Port-au-Prince after the devastating earthquake. I'd never been there. But I knew that it was a country that was already underground. They had a lot of turnovers in people in the governance. They wanted already developmental solutions for their country while there was an emergency. And that's actually what also all the people said. You know, we started in the rural areas to find out, like, how can we do an intervention with you? And you just start talking and you like get a grasp on the first problems. And the same thing is when you observe a little bit, why do houses have 2 doors? You know, what is different in our country? How do people live? So from a little bit of distance, but still in dialogue, you develop a first idea and you prototype. So we did this together for Core Date. And their goal was to house a lot of people. And it's always good if you just build 100 houses without knowing if it's good, and then ask, what is not good about it? You know, build trust. And how would you become owner of such a process of getting a house? Well, yeah, how does it become your house? And together with the communities, we decided to build a house exactly like their house, in a way that it could be transitioned into really like a permanent solution, and looking really at how they already built, what can they do? But then see how you can scale things up. So here you see a patchwork of facades. They're built by the communities we worked in. And it was a success, you know. People took ownership of their house. Here you see a person who demolished like all the structural elements and made a nice ornamental house from it. And but a lot of stuff doesn't work really, because when you're in an emergency context, you cannot create like business or value creating models because you need to spend. So that was like a thing that doesn't work yet. And also when you do stuff with people and there's money involved that isn't involved in a system of then you get like changing social capital, which is difficult in communities. And also when you scale a project from like just doing, there come also a lot of different issues that you have to tackle, like logistics is one, but that's not an interesting thing. But everybody is, I think, open for change. And the only thing you need for that is like ownership and commitment. And I think you can only find that by just starting somewhere with people. And that's basically what I want to tell you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.